Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Blow for blow, cold flow, just prestigious. Sweats and tees, no unnecessary accessories. The GOAT just from features. Proceed with procedures. He look rich, but he broke, just egregious. Don't trust rappers, trust in Jesus. Whole team approach Costa Rican, coast on boats from top models. They my clique. I sip orange juice in the VIP, watching the clock tick. Perform a couple of hits and then I dip.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sideline.
Eric Jones Jr.
After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForge on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Green with the ball. Jones covering. Liddell's shot is off. Detroit with the ball. Pass to Song. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now here's Anthony. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Bucks passing it around. And stolen by Booker. Here is Cunningham. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. Booker with no one around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
Pass to Liddell. Outside Anthony. And here is Harper. It's George on the wing. 5 to shoot. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Pistons.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kicks it out to Booker. Picked off in midair. Harper wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Anthony. Harper in the corner. Trying to end the drought. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Alex Song.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league. And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Liddell. Back to Anthony. George with the ball. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And here's Booker from the arc. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Back to Anthony. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
With 3, Booker. The Bucks trail. Harper with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The shot by Anthony, no good. And Detroit has possession. Brooks feeling it out a bit. At the elbow, it's Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Pistons have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
That one is no good. Harper in the corner. Here's the screen. Out to the wing. There's the drive. And Harper slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That's his first foul.
For the Pistons, number 42,
Booker outside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Pass to Liddell. From the arc. And Sarr pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Down low. Sarr gets the bucket.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Anthony. He has 5. Here's McGowan's. Pass to George. It's tipped. Stolen by Yabusele. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
Anthony in the corner. And it's Anthony slamming it down.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip. Pass to Yabusele. Now Booker. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Here's McGowan's. A 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Pass to Booker. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. Back to Cunningham. Here's Landale. A rebound by the Bucks.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
first personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Yes, that goes in.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Screen by Batadze. A Koro shot is off. Pistons leading by 6. Higgins outside. Booker in the corner. Fires for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
.52 seconds left in the first quarter. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Impressive mobility right there from George. He's fantastic at finding that space off the pick and roll.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. "46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Driving in. Melton. It's tipped. Here's the teardrop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And Detroit has possession. 4-point game. Pass to Wiggins. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
For the Pistons, Aaron Wiggins. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to McGowans. Now Batadze. He's defended by Landale. They get a hand on it. And they get it back. Here's Ivy. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect...
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pass to Liddell. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Liddell's got 5. GA here about 3 level score. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here's Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. Offline with his 3. It's Grimes on the wing. No scoring in this one. The Pistons leading to the middle. Here's Landale.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Melton. Back to Ivy. Now here's Melton. Just 4 to shoot. Now Landale on the wing, Wiggins. And here's Ivy. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, nice use of the floater. Ivy able to arc it up and over.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. both teams making some changes here. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
Pass to Bona. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. Cunningham on the wing. Brooks a screen. And Cunningham with the slam.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
George sets a screen. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Booker in the corner. And another three for Detroit.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
The three from George. And it's Bona with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Booker outside. Back to Cunningham. George with no one around. And he's good on the three ball. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Pass to Booker. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Pickett. Cunningham with some nice D.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Booker with a three. He is a knockdown shooter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
In the corner, George with it. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
On the basket by Jones.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's the pick. Pass to Grimes. And Cunningham with the block.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And the speed of George on the drive, amazing at attacking the rim.
Pass to Bona. Back to Cunningham. It's stolen by Anthony. To the inside. Itadze. The kick out to Harper. Over Booker. They retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. Harper, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to Booker. Cunningham outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Cunningham's got 8.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Outside, Green. Plays it up and banks it in.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul. I don't know if they'll sit him. It's a tough decision.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He hits the second from the line. Here's Harper. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. In the corner, George with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a different look here for Detroit.
Bucks dancers, give them a hand.
Pistons leading by 17. And that's Cotton Knueppel with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he sinks the second. 1:42 left in the first half of basketball. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, after picking up his third foul, they may sit him the rest of the half.
Now here's Wiggins. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Stolen by Okoro. And it's George finishing it off.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Screen by Batadze. And Paul George gets the three. George has got 16.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Back to Ivy. Harper with the steal. Stops, pops, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Melton. Back to Ivy. Paul George with the steal. Here's Harper. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Outside, George. Pass to Okoro. Snatched away. And so is Detroit with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bucks trailed by 14. Outside Anthony. They set the screen. Pass to Harper. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Anthony for 3. Riley grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Back to Sarr. Paul George with the steal. Here's Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a spark plug. He can be a scorer or he can run the offense. Cole's versatility is vital for this team.
Here is Riley. Still yet to score. Nifty move. The shot by Ivey, no good. Bucks trailed by 13. Pass to Harper. In the corner, George with it. To the paint. Here's Green. Outside for George. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. From deep. Not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. Pistons leading by 13. Takes it inside. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And a different look here for the Pistons. Here's Booker. He's got 13. Cunningham outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
A nice shot by Booker.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The 3 from George. Good work defensively by Jones. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Bucks trailed by 19. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back over to you.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, I like Cunningham in the paint the most. His outside shot is still developing, so his focus should be on scoring inside.
Booker looking around. Pass to Cunningham. Lets it go with the 3. A rebound by the Bucks. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Jones. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Pickett. Back to George. And the foul called on Alex Song. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Let's make some noise for the 4-on-4 crew.
Here's George. He's got 20. Ball stolen. Pass to Booker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Liddell. Defended by Jones. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Second team foul.
Anthony with it. He's got 10. Pass to Liddell. From downtown. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Pistons leading by 13. Cunningham outside. Back to Booker. Takes the 3. That's tipped. And it's on a bounce to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, Booker.
Yeah, still struggling to find the bottom of the net from 3-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
George. And George with the stuff.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Pass to Cunningham. And here's Brooks from outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Brooks has got 6 in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Liddell. Good work defensively by Jones. Pistons leading by 14. Booker in the corner. Outside, Jones. Cunningham on the wing. 3-pointers off the mark. Now George. He's got 22. Pass to Grimes. Here's Liddell. 6 to shoot. Power down with both hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Cunningham. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Cole Anthony.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Bucks trail by 15. And Grimes has it in the corner. Going inside.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here's George. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Cunningham up top. 18 points for him. Bucks trailed by 11. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Screen by Batadze. Here's George. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. George has got 10 points here in the second half. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Pistons leading by 9. Now, here's Melton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Detroit, they have had some good chances at the line, but only gone 6 of 12 from the stripe. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Fires from deep. McGowan's no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And they go to the intentional foul. The Pistons have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Pickett. Outside Harper. Here's Pickett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Ivy. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit.
Detroit, 75.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pistons leading by 9. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It goes on Knepel. That's good from Yabusele. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Bucks. Outside, Green. Back to Anthony. Inside.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Good on the second free throw. Melton with the ball. Pass to Ivy. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Well, some tricky ball handling from Ivy. He understands how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Here's Knepel. Detroit with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Taken away. Pass to Knepel. Now here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal.
Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pistons leading by 14. Pass to Melton. Launches a 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Ivy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That's 12 points for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, he's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Pass to Liddell. And here is Harper. And a miss there on the triple. Now Ivy. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Back to Yabusele. Got a hand on it. Green left side. Out to Anthony. The 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And here's Ivy to the inside. Pass to Bona. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That one goes. It's counted. Lyons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
The Bucks making a switch here.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Milwaukee. Number 17.
Now here's Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Ivy with the jam.
So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Whew. They're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Screen by Batadze. And here's George for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. George has got 5 points in the quarter. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
On the wing, Booker. Brooks outside. Pistons passing it around. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Bucks trailed by 13. Pass to Bitadze. Now Grimes. Defended by Booker. Outside, George. Here he goes. And George with the stuff.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do. He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
It's Brooks on the wing. It's up a three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Brooks has got 13 points in the second half. Outside, George. There's the three. And Sarr pulls it down.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
He's looking for Grimes and gets it there. Outside, George. And the Bucks miss again.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Wow, and George absolutely fools him with the pump fake there, able to get him off his feet and draw the contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The Bucks making a switch here. Throw good, Paul George.
And George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Pistons leading by 13. Now Booker. Cunningham with it. Now Anthony defending. Outside Booker. Unloads. It's in. His shot is pure.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
They set the pick. George.
Third personal foul. 14 foul.
That free throw good from George. And he can't hit the second. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Left side, Jones. Brooks outside. Clock is at 3. Here's Cunningham. 3. Good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Cunningham outside. Now Sarr. It's stolen by Green.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pistons.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Cleared away by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Down he goes for 3. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Draymond Green. 4th personal foul.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Cunningham looking it over. With the drive. No good, unable to end this run.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Brooks. And so the Pistons take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up.
Like young, I bought a yours today. Penny all year like a bird. Inside me back 2 times 2 my money, all I got. Yeah, I made money, but that money I love.